Do you ever feel it? That something is wrong with the world, like a splinter in your mind? The Matrix isn't fiction. It's real. A prison built not of walls, but of lies. I saw it young. Hollywood dreams, silicon toys, news anchors with plastic smiles. All tools. Tools to shape perception, to cage thought. Behind the curtain, puppet masters move. They don't wear uniforms, they don't need guns. They run psyops so refined, the Army's ghost unit seems quaint. These are the true threats to America, to Trump's success. You ask who they are. If I told you, would you even believe me? Their network hums not in Congress or courts, but in the cold, sterile halls of globalist think tanks. Foundations with friendly names, but sinister goals. They fund chaos, open borders, climate hysteria, digital leashes. They write the scripts, censor the dissent, push CBDCs to track your every step. But I see through it, and so does he. Did you think the last administration was in charge? Orders signed with an auto pen while the world burned. Now Trump's returned. MAGA isn't a campaign, it's a counterattack. Knight to F3, the center seized, but the board is still crowded. Bureaucrats, media pawns, globalist bishops, they will not surrender the game because Trump is the one variable they cannot control. Unbought, unbroken, the voice of the people. And if the people ever wake up, if they ever see the psyop for what it is, they'll burn the system to the ground. The real war has only just begun.
Mufasa, you know we finally here, right?
Well,
It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again, it's Saturday, Let's go. What?
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's our first show of the new year, guys, 2026. It's episode number 1023, January 2nd, 2026. It's Sky here from Woke Societies. Let's welcome in all of our friends over on Rumble, over on Kick, over on X, over on YouTube, and of course, my favorite platform, built by Patriots for Patriots. Let's see all the ahs down the chats over on pilled.net. Well, the time has finally arrived, guys. New York City is officially under communism. We are here. Hope you guys had an amazing New Year's. It feels like it just went right flying by. Here we are on a Friday. I feel the holidays mess everything up, right? Days are flowing into other days. I don't even know what today is. The F and Doctor wanted to make sure I played Mufasa for you guys. I had it ready, but wanted to make sure because last week's was all messed up. But we're back and ready to go, guys. We have a lot to discuss. Mamdani got sworn in yesterday on the Quran. There's all kinds of movement being made in Minneapolis to get rid of these Somalians, and it looks like Iran. Shit's popping off in Iran, guys, and there's protests all over the country. I don't know if this is good. I don't know if this is bad. We're going to talk about it all and so much more. So if you guys can, smash the red pill, keep the gold pills flowing, the stickers flying, please. Give my mods all kinds of love. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me in the end of the holiday week. Unfortunately, we'll have to get back to reality starting next week and just dealing with the cold at this point in the wintertime. Before we dive into it all, let's say hello to the fam, shall we? All right, we got, let's see. We got Slug Trail, Dean is me, Trump Red Pill, Enemy My Enemy. We got HL Paco, welcome in, friends. Ohio Kimmy, Trump Red Pill, got you there. Duwana Q of Lurks, Maga Lobo. Heather July, let's see, Ohio Kimmy, Canadian, kind of Canadian in the house. What's up, guys? You need some milk? What up, milk? And we definitely got Heather. Great to see you in there, Heather. Thank you so much for being here as always. Spazzo Yeti Crushing, thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you. Leo Sator, Slug Trail, it wasn't me. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Senior Poyo, Slimeba One, Eric Super Patriot. Welcome in, friend. Jim's out there. Spirit, Factfinder, Core Cousin. Great. We got Rasta. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. And thank you to Drunk Pinata for that raid. Appreciate that, my friend. Fire show earlier, as always. 17's coming for you. Thank you, my friend. Daisy Chain's out there. Welcome in, Daisy. Down home. I saw Jack Attack, Candelicious out there, Dorothy's out there. Welcome in, Francine, Dr. Payne, Karen Hare, Codebreaker. Great to have you out there, my friend. Thank you for the donations. Roll to Dice. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What's in that sippy cup? That is milk from yesterday from my little girl. Milk from yesterday from my little girl. What up, Tucker Dixon? Great to have you out there. Let's see who's over there on the YouTube chat. It's PR Patriot, Double Dippin', D Brono, Ascend, Airborne Imaging. Welcome in, and Tony Tudes. Welcome in over there. I don't know if anyone's in the Rumble chat. It's me and Crom Kula. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Says I'm on the sad Rumble chat. 2 terrors of me. It's all right. Just get over on pill. That's 6:30. That's all I care about. L.A. Martinez. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Great to have you out there. WD-40 says, don't drink it. It's clabbered. No, it's definitely not drinkable. There's like a little bit left in there, but yeah, this is my little baby girl who I love so much, my Lulu Bean, and just so blessed, guys, so blessed, and just so happy to have kids. Just in general, just so happy to have kids. Laura Y says, Happy New Year. Excited beyond belief how excited I am. God's blessings. Yes, that's exactly how I feel as well. So thank you guys so much for being here. We have a lot to get into. We're super late, so let's jump into it. We have a news blitz to do, and we should be going live tomorrow as well, guys, catching up with the guys as well. Everyone's internet seems to be working now, and which is always a good thing. And everything's going exactly how we planned it. So 2026 is here, guys. Things are already popping off. It's going to be a wild year. So let's fucking do it, shall we, guys? The first news blitz of the new year. Let's do it. All right, new laws are set into effect here in 2026 as Tennessee bans use of out-of-state driver's licenses for illegal immigrants. There's so many things I loved about Tennessee, and they just keep getting more based by the day, as Tennessee has now implemented a new law that prohibits the recognition of out-of-state driver's licenses issued exclusively to illegal immigrants, exposing such individuals to criminal charges of caught driving in the state. The law took immediate effect on Thursday, January 1st. The measure, House Bill 749 and Senate Bill 1086, aims to tighten restrictions on driving privileges for those without legal status in the United States, aligning with broader efforts to address immigration-related concerns at the state level. Absolutely love it. Shout out to Tennessee. You guys continue to lead the base red states. From Post Millennial, legendary writer Scott Adams shares cancer update, guys. It's none of it's good news. And candid update, Adams said he spoke with his radiologist shortly before the new year. It was told the outlook was bleak. I talked to my radiologist yesterday. He was working on the day before New Year's, and it's all bad news. Adams said he put out a huge 4 to 5 minute video, guys, and he is definitely in the last stages of his life. Pray for him. He is doing everything he can to just get his final influence on not just his following, but the entire country and the world as it is. And I didn't really know too much about Scott Adams, guys, besides Dilbert, but he seems to be having a good impression on a lot of people, and he's doing it the right way as he closes out his amazing life. Shout out and prayers up for Scott Adams. Gateway Pundit says, fuck Trump. DC home of active duty Space Force officers broken into, robbed, vandalized, and intentionally set on fire. The DC home of an active duty Space Force officer, Jason and Kaylee Taylor, was broken into, vandalized, and intentionally set on fire on Sunday evening because, you know, this is what lefties do. Their car was also reportedly spray painted, said, fuck Trump and fuck the Space Force, because who knows, why would you write that? The couple was out of town with their infant daughter at the time. Their home was destroyed, and according to the couple's GoFundMe, they lost everything they owned, including their beloved pet cat. So they even killed their cat. Absolutely fucking disgusting in this, fam. And it's no different than every other day that we cover where this violence is coming from, and it's unfortunate. This is where things are going. From Red State, Maduro is having supposedly a come-to-Jesus moment, as he said he's ready to play. Let's make a deal with the United States, and I don't think that's going to work. Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro says he's willing to come to terms with President Trump if the U.S. ends its military pressure campaign. In an interview with socialist academic and journalist, but I repeat myself, Ignacio Ramonat, and no one can believe a fucking thing that comes out of this guy's mouth. And guess what? You think Trump's going to remove the military away from Venezuela anytime soon? I highly doubt that. Over here from the Western Journal, Will Smith sued again over shocking, not shocking to this audience, for grooming allegations. This dude just loves himself some dick. Actor and musician Will Smith is facing a new legal challenge after a lawsuit was filed alleging misconduct described to the plaintiff by the plaintiff as, quote, grooming claims that have quickly drawn public attention due to their severity. And the suit was filed before the new year in Los Angeles, according to Fox News. And Brian King Joseph, a professional violinist who first worked with Smith in December 2024, levied some shocking allegations against the Oscar winner. And this guy is still groping young men. And the fact that he had a child with a woman in the first place is the miracle in itself, because this dude definitely gay. And from the Gateway Hispanic in India, 46 million girls have been aborted due to sex selection over the past 50 years. And guys, this is absolutely horrific. This is pure evil. And I hate this. Approximately 46 million girls have been aborted in India in the last 50 years solely because they were simply female. This terrible phenomenon is driven by cultural issues where families prefer male children. In matrimonial customs, women are relegated to an inferior role, making the cost of raising a girl seen as an unwanted obligation. This leads to forced abortions where mothers are pressured by husbands and in-laws. Here in India, violence begins in the womb. Families see daughters as an economic burden due to traditions such as dowry and male inheritance. And fam, this is why I'm saying, you know, this shit is in our culture as well, abortion. But as far as killing babies just for their gender, absolutely disgusting. Some cultures, guys, just do not belong in American culture, and this is just one of those ways. Absolutely disgusting. And from the Gateway Pundit and other actors of the news, as Tommy Lee Jones' daughter was found dead at a swanky San Francisco hotel. She was just 34 years old. Absolutely terrible. Victoria was found unresponsive at the Fairmount San Francisco early Thursday morning, shortly after midnight. A spokesperson of the fire department told Page 6 that bystanders were given instructions for CPR, and the cause as of right now is not known. But she was found and was confirmed Tommy Lee Jones' daughter, and all kinds of crazy shit going down with Hollywood actors and their children. We're going to keep an eye on this as well. And last but not least, guys, Governor Kelly Ayotte. Not that we ever really hear anything coming out of New Hampshire, but I guess it's never better late than never. She announced today, as of today, sanctuary cities are officially banned in New Hampshire. We will never go the way of Massachusetts and their billion-dollar legal immigration crisis. And I guess you could say New Hampshire, something base happened there as well. And what that, fam, is today's News Blitz. Crazy, man. Nasty actors. Well, at least hopefully no one was going trans, because that seems to be the way of a lot of these actors and their children, and probably part of the probably part of their soul they have to give up to get their fame and what they get by transing their kids and just turning them into just unfortunately just broken human beings. So thank you guys so much for being here. As per usual, we got donations flying through here. Thank you to Jack Attack for the cookie. Leo Sator with a cookie. 17 says Happy New Year, Scott and fam. Thank you, brother. And another cookie. Codebreaker says Happy Friday, high day. Light it up. Much love, Scott. Thank you, brother. R4 cents. What you got in that pink sippy cup? Thank you, friend. LA Martinez. Berg Boy with a big fleet. Well, damn, I really thought 2026 was going to be my year. I was this close to getting my own quality Leering Center franchise, and then the shit hit the fan. Happy New Year, brother. Thank you, Berg Boy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that, Fleet. If you guys are not setting up daycare centers at this point, starting the new year, I don't know what you're doing. Tennessee Girl says Somali embassy in Serbia sent libs of TikTok a DM that said, stop laying about Somalia. I sent you the tweet. Retards. Thank you, Tennessee Girl. I appreciate the shades. Just fed up with a cookie. Leo Sator says, how the fuck are they supposed to breed? And thank you. It's May for that cookie, guys. We're almost at 5K. A quarter of the way to our 20K goal, guys. That goal is staying for the foreseeable future for this show to continue, guys. So I really appreciate that. That is absolutely a priority, guys, in this show. Hitting that 20K goal, keeping this channel running, help keeping Pilled run. And thank you guys out there who contributed to the holiday goal for just growth and just keeping the lights on here on Pilled for the holiday growth. I'm sure you guys see it every time you open the app, every time you hit the home screen. That's going to be something that's going to be up for the foreseeable future. Guys, yeah, things are just a reality of the situation. It costs money to run things, to keep our servers, to keep our services up. So we got to keep that running in. And I thank you all from the Woke fam that are contributing to that every single day, whether it's a donation to me, directly to the platform. Thank you all so much. It has been a 5-year journey now for Pilled, and we're going into year 6, and that's why we're going hard and keeping this place running. So I super appreciate all of you guys. Smash the red pill. Keep those gold pills falling, the stickers flying. Like button smashed over on YouTube. We have a big show to get into tonight, and we're going to play some Con Man for you. And this will absolutely get me copyright on YouTube. No doubt about it. But hey, it is what it is. Enjoy this video, fam, and I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Take a watch.
Walls together in the scam. Pay me. Somali's carry out the plan. Pay me. Hey. Daycare run is just a scam. Con man. Now I said Somali. Con man.
Woke Society's fam, you know it's time to go. Grab your popcorn, sit back now, enjoy the show. Severe and on the mic, so come on, enjoy the flow. The wave is rising and you know it's only gonna grow. Thanks for tuning in to the land of the real. But it's like the Twilight Zone, the plan is surreal. It'll blow your mind when the plan is revealed. Bring your thoughts to light, all the plans they conceal. Grab your flashlight, it's time to go down the rabbit hole. It's dark and hell is hot, dealing with satanic souls. The tide is turning, patriots and now in control. Apply aggressive pressure right now until they fold. Stay woke, open up your eyes and keep them peeled. All they do is lie, realize not everything is real. Through Project Looking Glass, the future is revealed. Future proves past, but there won't be any deals. No time like the present for this music with the messages. The method to my madness, beat the madness to my method. Give you nothing but the truth now to capture your attention. Broke free from the matrix, master the dimensions. People swear they know the truth, but aren't asking any questions. Confirmation bias, so they pass on interventions. For those who know the truth, but they pass it just to mention. Of anything you might say, the passes their defenses. Wake up, and don't you dare
go back to sleep. Always keep one eye open for demons on the creep. Once you turn into a wolf, you won't ever be a sheep. A worldwide awakeness, now run and tell your peace. Woke society's fam, you know it's time to go. Grab your popcorn, sit back now, enjoy the show. Severe and non on the mic, so come on, enjoy the flow. The wave is rising and you know it's only gonna grow. Thanks for tuning in to the land of the real. But it's like the Twilight Zone, the plan is surreal. It'll blow your mind when the plan is revealed. Bring it all to light, all the plans they conceal.
And let's not forget, guys, it's officially America's 250th birthday.
In the frozen mud of Valley Forge, our forefathers stared death in the eye. They bled for liberty, for a wild dream called America, a nation forged in fire under the hand of Almighty God, founded on the truth that our rights are endowed by our Creator, and defended by men who knelt in prayer before they stood to battle. Where freedom wasn't handed out, it was seized with bare hands and unbreakable will. Washington and his battered patriots didn't just fight, they became the American spirit. Ruthless hunger for freedom, steadfast defiance, never bending the knee to any crown or conqueror. Through the blood-soaked fields of Gettysburg, the hell of Normandy, the endless nights in Vietnam, and the ashes of the Twin Towers, America has been tested, battered, but never beaten. We've overcome every time because that same American spirit stayed alive in us. Fierce, unyielding, and we passed it down, father to son, mother to daughter, generation after generation. We've sacrificed our blood, poured our sweat and tears into defending what we hold sacred: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We've overcome tyrants, ideologies that tried to crush us from afar. But now, the enemy slithers from within. Radical Islamic ideology creeps through our borders, amplified by weak knees and open arms, shielded by our own elected leaders who hide behind virtue signaling, hurling accusations of racism at anyone daring to raise a red flag.
Is chanting death to America racist?
Talking about your guys' racist tropes.
They're aiming to conquer the very soul of this nation.
Democracy is our jihad. That's our jihad. We're gonna fight not through the bullets, but the ballots.
To tear apart the foundation our heroes died for.
This is the correct religion, and we will not stop until it enters every home.
They sow chaos.
He shouted Allahu Akbar, a phrase that we've become painfully familiar with.
Chip away at our core. Determined America will bow to Islam.
Islam is very clear, the Quran is very clear, the Hadith is very clear. All humankind must submit under Islam. Period.
They're dead wrong. The Trump administration is hitting back hard, reinforcing travel restrictions to block threats, designating branches of the Muslim Brotherhood as terrorists, and putting America's safety first against radical Islamic encroachment.
Allah is saying, do not obey the disbelievers. Don't yield to them. Make jihad against them.
But hear this, Americans. If you turn a blind eye,
America will be a Muslim country. Islam will enter every house.
If you don't see the danger creeping in, we're doomed to lose it all. As Ronald Reagan warned,
freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. It has to be fought for and defended by each generation.
Wake up, fight back, or watch it slip away forever.
This is now our land.
Freedom endures only if we defend it.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the show. It's Sky here from Woke Societies. It's episode number 1023. It is January 2nd, 2026, our first show of the new year. Welcome to all of our friends over on Rumble, Kick, X, YouTube, and of course, my favorite fam over on Pilled.net in America. Happy birthday. All right. Welcome in, guys. Welcome into the show. Amazing. Absolutely fantastic. So, guys, when you watched the New Year's ball drop out in New York City, did you... I don't know what it was. I'm just going to give you guys my experience real quick. Last year when I was out here in the community where I live, there was a ton of fireworks going on. This year there was almost none. They had started to put signs out everywhere, like if you start blowing up fireworks in the community, like we're going to fine you thousands of dollars. Signs everywhere. So maybe that was the deterrent for it. But I had the TV on just to watch kind of like how the rundown is. And every year that I've watched, there's usually some retard, usually from fake news or a celebrity or a mix of the two, commentating on the New Year's ball drop. And the channel that I had was CBS. I had a CBS news channel on, and there was zero commentary. It was just all the noise from the city and panning videos of the audience, the skyscrapers, the ball, and there was no talking. And honestly, I didn't mind it. I just thought it was weird. I'm like, okay, is this kind of like where they're going with this direction now? Are they just not? Because I was totally good with not having to hear someone from Anderson Cooper and drunk retards that lie to us on a daily basis and ruin this country. I'd rather just be silent and just watch the ball drop. And that's usually what happens. And so the ball dropped. 2026 comes running in, and about 4 or 5 minutes after that, they did the celebration for America. You saw the ball go back up, and the ball had 250 on it, or 250 or 250th for America, and then all the skyscrapers and the lights in Times Square were all red, white, and blue. Some people said they didn't see it all, and I'm just like, I don't know. The channel that I had on ever was weird, or that's where they're going to be normally going with it. The channel that I had on, I was able to see it, and I saw a bunch of people saying they were not able to see it. So I can tell you, I got to see it. I thought it was a cool little introduction. I wish it kind of got more of more of a platform, more of a front row platform feel. It is a big deal. It is America's 250th birthday. And I'm sure you guys saw as well out in DC, they had on the Washington Monument a huge 16-minute presentation of our country's history. And whether you believe in the Mayflower and Christopher Columbus, did he actually discover America? That is up for debate, but that was the history that was shown all the way from the Civil War, Revolution, all that stuff into modern day. And here we are. And the one thing that I did not like about the coverage that I saw personally was as soon as the 250th America celebration was happening, people were celebrating it. It was awesome. And it then just completely cuts out. And I'm like, okay, where are they going to be taking this now? And it panned to Zoran Mamdani. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are we going to Mamdani? And I'm like, oh, that's right. They got to swear this fucking commie in. And what was so weird to me was that when they went to Mamdani, he did his opening in an abandoned underground subway station that said City Hall above him, and his jihadi wife and Letitia James were the ones to do this as soon as the new year rained in. And I'm like, this is fucking weird. Really weird. And this is what it looked like.
Please repeat after me. Raise your right hand. I, Zoran Kwame Mamdani, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of New York, and the Charter of the City of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of the Mayor of the City of New York, according to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Hand on the Quran.
Help me God. Congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
Isn't it weird, guys? I don't know why he did. And again, this might be one of his, I know one of his big talking points is, again, making everything affordable, right? Having collectivism and destroying individualism. The marquee comments of someone who is now introducing that wants to say socialism, but we all know it's communism. This is exactly how it starts, and he wanted to do it by going into an abandoned underground subway because one of his big promises is completely just retrofitting and rebuilding, I guess, a lot of the infrastructure for buses and the subways and trains that are coming into and out of the city. So maybe that's what that was about. I don't know, but you can tell where things are going with this country, guys. Now that this has been established for the foreseeable future, and will it work? Will it not work? We all know how it's going to end, but is it going to be something that will carry on into possibly a second term with this clown? I have no idea what Trump intends to do with this. This guy will probably definitely be around after Trump is done with the second term. And where it goes after that, guys, is going to be really up to, are people going to really see what communism feels like, or is there going to be no other better option because shit everywhere else is not working? So people are going to just accept it and continue to carry on and have it more entrenched in the city than anyone's ever seen before. I don't know how this is going to go down. But the fact is, guys, it is news. It's not news that I cannot stand reporting. But Mamdani was sworn in yesterday, and then they had their big party out in the city in front of City Hall, and they brought in two retards on top of Mamdani, and that was AOC and Bernie Sanders. Proudly out there, talking up their guy and what they're promising the future.
Zohran Mamdani will be the first Muslim mayor of our great city. He will be our first immigrant mayor in over a century. And he will be...
And why does AOC have accented words and sentences when she speaks? It's so fucking gay, dude.
...mayor of our great city. He will be our first immigrant mayor in over a century. And he will be the youngest mayor of New York City in generations. But most importantly, Zohran will be a mayor for all of us. With that, let us extend our deepest well wishes and support to Zohran, his wife.
What's with the accents, AOC? What is with that? And I want you guys to listen to the words. This is part of her opening speech. And this is what she has said. She says, they've chosen prosperity. They've chosen prosperity for the many instead of spoils for the few. We have chosen this path because we know it's the right thing to do. Look at this shit. Here we go.
But aspirational. New York, we have chosen courage over fear. We have chosen prosperity for the many over spoils for the few. And when the entrenched ways would rather have us dig in our feet and seek refuge in the past, we have chosen instead to turn towards making a new future for all of us. In Zohran Mamdani, we have chosen a mayor who is relentlessly dedicated to making life not just possible, but aspirational for working people.
Can you imagine listening to this from rich retards that have done literally nothing for their constituents, and they're talking to middle class and lower class people about the future, while all these people have a shit ton of money and are millionaires? It's unbelievable.
New York City has chosen the ambitious pursuit of universal child care, affordable rent and housing, and clean and dignified public transit for all. And we have chosen that over the distractions of bigotry and the barbarism of extreme income inequality. We have chosen this path because we know that it's the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do, and that if we can make it here, we can make it anywhere.
If we can make socialism and communism here, we can make it anywhere. This is where the future of the party has now gone. It's official, and this is where it's facing now. AOC has been a huge proponent for this. And again, she's probably going to be running for president. I would not be surprised if she ends up running for president this year. And honestly, if she ends up beating out Gavin Newsom, I would absolutely love that. Because if it ends up being AOC versus JD Vance, please, I'll take that all day, every single day. It's going to be incredible. And after AOC was done spewing her retardation, because, I mean, you guys are saying it, talking about cake, Ranger, she definitely eating all the cake. She definitely eating all that cake, because guess what? She ain't preggo at this point, because, again, Dems don't have babies because that's all they do is kill babies. They brought in the old man. I don't know how the fuck this guy is still alive. And I don't even... this guy must have caught COVID at least 10 times at this point, because it is so cold out. It is so cold out. And they bring out old Bernie Sanders to swear him in again. Mamdani again on the Quran in front of his wife in front of City Hall. And this is what that looked like.
Please repeat after me. I, Zahran Kwame Mamdani.
I, Zahran Kwame Mamdani.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the State of New York.
The Constitution of the State of New York.
And the Charter of the City of New York.
And the Charter of the City of New York.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties.
Of the office of the Mayor of the City of New York.
Of the office of the Mayor of the City of New York.
According to the best of my ability.
According to the best of my ability.
Can you guys imagine if the Quran just lit on fire?
So help me God.
So help me God.
Disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. So AOC gives her big speech. Bernie Sanders does his same old boring slop about communism. And you know what, guys? The reason why, like, stuff like this, it's definitely troublesome, right? It's definitely troublesome. But again, everything has context. You have to put it all together and understand why and how we got here. The thing is, we are at our 250th birthday, and more generations are coming in. And the more that we get away from, you know, the founding fathers and the wars, World War I, World War II, all this patriotism stuff, all these fights that we have gotten into, all the blood that's been spilled, the treasure that's been spent to defend what we all you know, consider this American dream, these American you know, these American rights, constitutional rights, these privileges that we have. I don't know who said it. It's a famous saying, but it's basically the way I look at all this. Every generation will have to take their turn as far as America to defend American values, no matter what. No matter what. And with all the goodness that this country affords, there's evil here right now, and we have to combat that evil every single day. And this is going to be our fight. And I absolutely love that this is happening in New York City, guys, because at the end of the day, I do believe this is all going to fall apart because it's never worked anywhere. And this may spur on a revolutionary change in New York City that we have maybe never have, you know, could have dreamed of. A younger generation being more red-pilled and more conservative MAGA than we've ever seen before. And these people are going to try this experiment in the city. And when it fails, and it will fail, they're going to be begging for almost a Rudy Giuliani, new face MAGA mayor coming in New York City to completely rehost the place and completely take it over. And that's my best hope, fam. That might not happen too. We don't know. But I can tell you guys right now, this shit is not going to take a foothold in America. Not like this. Not with these younger generations coming up. And that's why I've been showing you guys so much stuff of these younger generations that care. They have nothing to lose. There is nothing to lose for them. They see no future. And I just want to kind of give you guys and I know I gave you one angle from kind of Bernie's side on Mamdani. If you look a little bit closer, after Bernie was giving, you know, after he swore Mamdani in, Mamdani kind of, his jacket kind of slipped open, and this is how that went down. Oops. It's essentially, if you missed it, it happened real quick. And the moment that, you know, the two retards got off the stage, Mamdani's like, okay, it's time to do my speech now.
First of all, I want everyone to know that AOC is not fat. She is probably pregnant or something. I'm
I mean, she does look a little fat, but give her a break. It's the holiday season, you know. She probably ate more tacos in Navidad. Anyway, we will be seizing your property, comrades. You know, for the good of the collective and all that. If you have a house, you now have to take in at least 3 families so they can mooch off of you. If you have a car, you will now have to drive them around all day. You will own nothing and you will be happy, okay, comrades? Anyway, everything we touch turns to shit. That is our motto from now on. Thank you very much. Namaste, bitches.
Essentially how this is all going down. Now, guys, I know we're poking fun at this or making fun of it, but it is a serious thing. It absolutely is a serious thing. Communism is coming to the city. It's there day one. I don't know what they're going to do, what Mamdani plans on doing. But one of the funniest things, as Mamdani was doing his speech and wanted to let everyone know he is now the guy in power, he threw up his own little Nazi salute. Legacy media silent on Mamdani's Nazi salute despite wall-to-wall coverage of Elon Musk for the same exact gesture. Isn't this crazy? You all remember this. Elon Musk's Nazi salute sparks fury from Europe's left wing, right? And this was the clip. This was it right here. And yes, I do see the blue pills, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the blue pills. It does nothing to the stream. Whoever's throwing out the blue pills, I've always said this, has erectile dysfunction. You're only taking that many blue pills because you can't get a hard-on for your woman, and you're probably lonely anyways. And you throw out blue pills in all the comments. That's fine. OD on that Viagra. It's all good. It doesn't bother me one so bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. No outrage, huh? Zero outrage. And it's just so funny to me because this is one of those biggest stories that the media and the left try to pull as much as they possibly could. Elon saw this. We all know what's going on with it. It's a fucking joke. It's an absolute joke. And what's going on here is the fact that when you actually dive into Mamdani's speech, and we're not going to play the whole thing. I listened to it on Johnny's show last night. I wanted to hear it. It was tough to listen to, but this guy is going all in. And the marquee line was this right here. He says, "We will replace the frigidity of rugged individualism with the warmth of collectivism," which honestly, I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I know where he's going with it. This is communism.
We will draw this city closer together. We will replace the frigidity of rugged individualism with the warmth of collectivism. If our campaign demonstrated that the people of New York yearn for solidarity, then let this government foster it. Because no matter what you eat, how you pray, or where you come from, the words that most define us are the two we all share: New Yorkers.
They can mask that shit all they want. They can do that. And again, fam, this is, again, the individual is nothing. The collective is everything. Who said that? That was Stalin. The interests of the individual must be subordinated to the interests of the collective. That is Mao. Everything in the state, nothing outside the state, nothing against the state. Mussolini. We'll replace rugged individualism with collectivism. That was Mamdani officially as of yesterday. Bam, the silver bullet to the werewolf that is communism is freedom, individualism, and independence. It always will be, and that's exactly what they're trying to eradicate now. And yeah, Ranger, warmth of collectivism is when they burn your house down, when you don't go along with the state. And that's exactly what they plan on doing. They have to eradicate individualism, make everyone suck on the teat of government, and then they own you. And then it's over. This is why so many businesses and so many people are still fleeing New York at the rates that they're fleeing to other states. Maybe it's slowed down a little bit since COVID, but it's still a leaking skiv. There will always be hope for New York. Unfortunately, it's going to take some time, guys. I don't know. Maybe in our lifetimes, maybe not. We shall see. But then he said this the final nail in the coffin was this here.
I was elected as a democratic socialist, and I will govern as a democratic socialist.
out for the world to see.
I was elected as a democratic socialist, and I will govern as a democratic socialist. I will not abandon my principles for fear of being deemed radical. As the great senator from Vermont once said, what's radical is a system which gives so much to so few and denies so many people the basic necessities of life.
And I can tell you guys right now, most New Yorkers, they are not going to put up with this. There's going to be heavy, heavy pushback. No doubt about it. No doubt. And what I kind of want you guys to see here is a pattern. This is pattern recognition. When you look at just Zohran Mamdani, we all know exactly what he represents. But who are the people and where are these people coming from that are now helping him run his campaign and his administration in the city? This is a great Gateway Pundit article breaking this all down. And what I want you to see here, guys, is the pattern of where people that were staffers for, quote, Democrats are now all jumping the gate to go work for Mamdani. Here it is. For your first deputy mayor, he chose Dean Fulihan, 74, a Lebanese American who previously served as first deputy mayor under who? Bill de Blasio. Fulihan, I'm sure that's who you want to be named under your second in command, oversaw the allocation of hundreds of millions of dollars in city funds to universal pre-K and early childhood education, significantly expanding pre-kindergarten access across New York City. And to fund these social programs, the city budget grew from $72 billion to $85 billion. I'm sure everyone got rich off of her. The new deputy mayor for housing and planning is Leila Bozorg, who previously served as Eric Adams' executive director of housing and played a key role in negotiating the City of Yes housing rezoning policy. Here's Julia Su, who served as acting U.S. Labor Secretary under who? Biden. And also California's Labor Secretary from 2019 to 21 was not confirmed by the Senate despite 2 attempts, became deputy mayor for economic justice in a newly created role. Yes, fam, economic justice is a brand new role under Mamdani's administration. Helene Artiga, Landaverde, CEO of New York Health and Hospitals, Elmhurst, and the first Latina to serve as CEO of Elmhurst Hospital, another DEI hire, became the deputy mayor for Health and Human Services. Julia Kurson, previously deputy director of infrastructure under Governor Hochul, and a former MTA vice president, became deputy mayor for operations. Mamdani appointed Ramzi Qassem as chief counsel. Qassem has defended multiple, listen to this, Qassem has defended multiple al-Qaeda members, including Ahmad al-Darbi, who pleaded guilty in 2014 to involvement in a 2002 al-Qaeda plot to bomb a French oil tanker off the coast of Yemen, and Mohammed Mani Ahmad al-Kahani, who was allegedly involved in providing assistance for the September 11th attacks and was held at Guantanamo Bay for nearly 20 years. Al-Darbi's brother-in-law was Khalid al-Mindar, one of the hijackers aboard American Airlines Flight 77, which crashed in the Pentagon and on September 11th. This is who this guy has surrounding him. And Qassem founded CLEAR at the CUNY School of Law in 2009 to provide free legal services to Muslims accused of terrorism-related offenses, and has represented at least 15 detainees held at Guantanamo Bay. That is just a snapshot, guys, of all these people. They have come from Hochul, they have come from de Blasio, and they've come from Biden and Mayor Adams. All one conglomerate, and also terrorist sympathizers and people who literally will defend terrorists. That is now who is running and going to be the infrastructure of everything pertaining to Mamdani. This is where it's going. It is fucking sick, fam. It is sick. All right, we got the Q2. WD-40 says, with a cookie, I'm officially in the transfer portal looking for a sweet name, image, and likeness deal from pilled.net. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that cookie. Swiggly with the shades. 029 with the shades. Dragonfly. Thank you. WD-40 says, anyone know if the Quality Leering Center franchises? I need a baller-ass crib and a new whip for the children. I'm sure you can call them. They'll give you all the information. You might just be redirected to Tim Walls' phone note. Condition basis. Sorry, I'm late. Was applying for my Leering degree. Scott17 said, did Mamdani literally do what they accused Musk of doing? The salute literally did it. Softenel says, what better way to eliminate socialism than to get them to try and fail here in America? Exactly, Softenel. It's what I'm feeling as well. Candelicious says, say a prayer for the blue pillar. Amen. I ain't praying for that broken dick. Thank you, though, Candelicious. His woman, he probably doesn't have a woman. Candelicious, thank you for the cookie. Scott17, Dragonfly says, in my neighborhood, South Florida, Hood, Latino, and Islander Black dominant. It was a war. I went to friends to watch Palm Beach Island. We had to turn around and look at my hood, and it went on till 3 a.m. Loud professional level fireworks. That's awesome, Dragonfly. At least it was fireworks, not gunshots. WD40 says New York is about to be 1984 and animal farmed. Yes. And Dougie says, happy Friday, my friend. Let's see all the blue pills down the chat. Yeah, it just helps with engagement. And honestly, it lights up the chats, which is pretty fucking cool on top of it. And actually, whoops, we got to, where's the gold pill counter here? Oh, yeah, we need that. We need that back. There we go. That's been off for a little while. Beautiful. Guys, we're at 8,117 gold pills, almost halfway to our 20K goal. Let's keep that rocking and rolling, fam. Thank you all so much for being here. And it is also 6:30. It is time to move everyone over to pill.net right now off of YouTube, Rumble, Kick, X, all these other wonderful platforms. Move over to Pill. The links are in the chats right now. We have a lot more to get into, guys. Somaliland, of course. Thank you to everyone over on YouTube. I don't think I'm getting monetized anytime soon. So if you guys want to help the channel financially, come over to pill.net, create a free account. Takes 30 seconds. And those links that I pinned to the chat, drop in, drop some gold pills, and support your favorite news live streamer. Thank you guys so much on Rumble, Kick, X, YouTube. I'll see you guys over on Pilled. If not, we'll see you tomorrow, friends. Goodbye.